If he had a king, why would he bet 20,000?
Because he knows his opponent will ship it with ace high.
You could shut me right up.
How?
Why is everyone so happy except Phil?
You and him have endless trunks of money. He's a school teacher.
Oh, you lied.
Of course I lied. It's poker, Phil.
Jason, 5 high, limps. 9. Ace for Phil Hellmuth. He also limps.
We've got some more limping, which is basically like the vulture circling.
Russ raises to 2,000. King, queen. Antonio calls. Jason calls. Phil raises to 11-2.
Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your husbands too, because they raising everybody out here.
Oh, boy. Decision time now on Harlow. You can see how much he's got left.
How much?
9,201.
Might as well give it to me.
Phil limp re-raised in order to isolate the cannon. At this point, I don't think Russ has much of a choice.
He calls. Antonio folds.
Call.
So's Jason. The flop. King, 5, king, trip kings for Harlow.
Russ has crushed this flop.
Hellmuth checks.
Russ should bet here to try to get some value. He doesn't have a lot of chips or a lot of time. He's probably doing everything he can to not jump out of his seat. One reason why playing on the internet's better.
He bets 20,000.
How much you have left?
45,000.
45 total, gets them all in.
Phil puts Harlow all in,
No chance he's folding. I think he's just taking a moment to soak it all in.
and Russ calls.
Wow. That's the way it's been going for me.
That's sick. That's the worst.
I think he just got over 100.
He will if his hand holds up.
He's folding. I was like, oh, well, that's probably a call.
That is the worst.
35.
Phil is drawing virtually
I
dead.
just got over 100. He just has to dodge 2 more hands and come back tomorrow. So sick.
I'm glad I hit it to 5.
What are you thinking? Are you thinking backdoor flush?
What do you mean, what am I thinking? He has to move in, right? I mean, he
Oh, I mean, you can't move in unless he has a hand. I mean,
6 total.
how much?
10, 20, 30, 40, 40.
What do you mean, what am I thinking? What the I mean, well, I got in, there's 30,000 in there or whatever. I mean, I'm playing no matter what. I have to give him a chance to bluff off his money. That's the only reason I check.
Phil can only hit running aces or running hearts.
you want insurance here?
So brutal. What a day.
There's some way we can
The
insure
guy
it.
folded so many hands, just waited, and then Phil Hellmuth just doubles him up. You know, no problem.
Instead of like betting 5, and you could just bet 5 and fold. You could put 45 in.
Russ is picturing driving his kids around in that new minivan.
The turn. It's a 6, and Russ has a profit.
Why would he bet 20,000? It doesn't make any sense. If he had a king, why would he bet 20,000?
Because he knows his opponent will ship it with ace high. You know, that was deep love, kid. You know, high tech.
I needed that. Well done. Well done, man.
That was so sick.
Very nice.
Vanessa, it's me and you. I gotta raise it 1,200.
When high wasn't called predictable. Many things.
So if you re-raise, then you build the pot so big, and then you're gonna get bluffed out in the big pot.
Oh, boy. Vanessa's got pocket rockets.
I'd say it's the perfect time to listen to Tony and re-raise.
Just calls.
Better keep the pots low. I bet 2,000.
Yeah.
That's fair, you know. I think it's better betting in the dark.
Tony bets in the dark and flops 2 pair.
A dark raise, that's hiding commitment to the game.
OM Tony G. Karma has left the building. I think we're about to see 2 people committed to this pot.
Vanessa raises to 5,000.
I'm gonna raise it again.
Tony re-raises to 20 grand.
You can get it all in.
Tony G sounding very confident.
You ready?
Tony G is capable of this song and dance whether he's strong or bluffing. Vanessa's going to have a hard time getting away from this one.
You ready? If you win the hand, you keep me quiet.
Don't believe you. That bluff I'll call. That bluff I'll call.
Tony just added unspeakable equity to this pot.
Vanessa calls.
Tony's bombed the flop, which may make Vanessa think he's on a draw.
An ace on the turn. Russo has top set.
Hello, nasty. As Tony G would say, ace from space, and Vanessa has gone from 0 to hero.
Tony G does have a flush draw
10,000.
and bets 10,000.
You could shut me right up.
How?
Well, by being all in and winning the pot.
Punch in the face.
Just push a button?
That ace dramatically improves Vanessa's hand, but if she put Tony on spades, he just got there.
She just calls.
On spade watch.
I check.
Tony checks in the dark. The river, a sick card, the 5 of hearts.
Now you got to show some guts. Can you bet this, or you're going to make a really weak check now on the end? Go on, Vanessa. You can do it.
For Vanessa, best card ever. Full house over full house.
All in.
Call.
Ace is full.
Wow, very nice. That's the best. Very nice.
You got screwed?
I got a full house too on the end.
Wow.
And a flush draw. That's it. That shut me up. Well done, Vanessa.
Vanessa doubles through.
I got lucky, obviously.
Not really. I mean, it's.
We took turns getting lucky. I got lucky to get the aces. You got lucky on the flop. I got lucky on the turn.
I haven't won one hand when I've been good. So.
The loose cannon.
6, right?
Ooh, pair of cowboys.
If there's ever a time to re-raise, this is it.
12-6.
Yep.
Call.
But just a call.
We have some cannon action over here.
Ernest just called 12,000 cold. Should be sending smoke signals into the sky.
I know Tony's gonna call it, so I might as well too.
Yeah. I love these big pots.
It's a very loose call from Doyle.
Tony calls.
Wow, what a sick hand this is. 4 ways.
I'm landing on anyway next pot, so it's like a free roll for me.
It's the danger of smooth calling with kings. Ernest has let 3 other players into this pot.
The flop 9-10-9 trip 9s for Hellmuth.
Phil has flopped the Hellmuth out of it. Our loose cannon Ernest is in big trouble if he can't get away from this, and honestly, Chris, I don't see how he'll be able to.
Tony G is checked on over to Phil Hellmuth.
That flop looks like you, doesn't it?
No, Phil, I look like me.
Ernest very confident.
17,000.
Phil bets 17,000.
If you look like me, why you bet so much?
Ernest is actually asking the right question, but isn't looking for an answer.
Wow.
All he can see are those 2 kings.
$36,000.
I love you, Ernest.
I'll try it again. Well, I just can't.
Doyle folds.
I was gonna raise. I'm so sick.
Tony G's out.
Wow.
This is almost certainly disaster for our loose cannon.
200,000.
What are you going to do if I move in? You going to call?
Phil, of course I have no choice but to, my brother.
You got aces or kings or something or what?
Man, if I had aces or kings, man, I'd be the man right now, wouldn't I?
This is why this show's so fun.
You're the best.
Boy, oh boy, I don't think I have a choice here. This is so sick. All right, I guess I'm all in.
I call. Kings.
I got 3 9s.
You lie, be kidding me. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah,
What were you slow rolling him for?
Here, man.
Maybe he had 10s full. I mean, he was so happy.
That was so unreal.
That was torture.
I didn't mean to slow roll. Hold on. How many times you want to deal it?
Oh, hey, thanks for asking me.
3 times?
Yeah, huh?
3 times?
Yeah, run it 3.
3 times.
3 times.
3 times.
Yeah, that'll
You
work.
might win one of those 3.
Gee whiz, man.
Wow, and you straddled and everything. That was perfect.
You made it so much before the flop with ace-9.
Our loose cannon has 1 foot out the door.
You want to deal it 4 times or what?
4 times?
Yeah, it gives you a better chance to
It
win.
damn sure do. Cool. Run them out, baby.
All right, 4 times.
4 times, need 2 kings. Wow, that's about
Or you need
50-50.
spade, queen, jack.
Hey, run a jack.
Spade.
Yeah, run a runner.
So we'll see the turn and river 4 times with each pot worth a shade under 50 grand. Run number 1, a jack of hearts.
Queen. Yeah, queen,
King.
The river, an ace of diamonds. Round 1 goes to Hellmuth.
Phil Hellmuth is filled up and made a full house. He's locked up at least 25% of this pot.
Run 2. The turn, a king.
There we go. Full house. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Get me damn.
If you're in it twice, you got your money back.
Damn. Oh, damn, I said 4 times, though. Damn, didn't I? Holy snap. I got to stand back up now. I thought it was only twice. Come on.
The river's a 3.
15% dog. Ernest has won the second pot.
So that's cool. I'm feeling good right now. Well,
You're still alive. You're still alive.
that's all I'm saying.
Our loose cannon will stick around. Round 3, a 7 of spades.
Everybody's rooting for a spade.
He can now hit a king or a spade to win this run.
Get me damn.
The river, it is a spade.
God damn.
Spade, up 2-1.
Hey.
That's loose cannon. He's up 2-1.
Why did you go for 4 times? You went for.
Hey, man, I was thinking of more house, man.
Oh, this is like slow roll. One more time. One more time. Put a king ball out there.
Ernest Wiggins has now won half the pot.
This is the thing right here. This is it right here, man. This is like the action right here.
Helmet loves you.
Yeah, I really like it.
Come on, one more. King. One more king.
The final run.
Ernest's odds continue to get worse and worse, but Phil looks sick anyway.
A queen on the turn.
Jack. There's a jack.
You want a jack? That would be
king.
sick.
King or a jack? One time. There's what? 3 jacks left.
Right now.
The final river card. It's a king.
That's real. He hit 3 out of 4. He hit 3 out of 4.
That's
with the worst hand. Why is everyone so happy except Phil?
Hellmuth raises. King, queen for Fishman.
I don't win very many pots from this spot, so.
Fishman calls. Williams
An absolute fit.
calls.
David Williams in real bad shape with a real loose defend. Maybe a little tilty from that last hand.
Deuce, jack, ace, 2 clubs, action flop.
This looks like a fun board.
Williams checks bottom pair. Hellmuth checks top pair. Fishman leads out with a semi-bluff. Williams folds. Hellmuth raises.
This is a pretty easy call with a flush draw, gut shot, and 2 big cards.
And there it is by Fishman. 5 of hearts on the turn gives Hellmuth 2 pair. He bets 15 grand.
We know Fishman isn't getting great immediate odds since his pairs are still no good, but PH could be doing this with worse flush draws, and he's got enough behind for decent implied odds.
Add it all up, and Fishman makes the call.
He's looking for a club or a 10.
The river, there's the 10 completing the straight.
Fishman swims the upstream battle and runs down the great one.
Action on Hellmuth.
23,600.
Bets 23-6.
23,600 into a $45,000 pot.
This is pretty dirty. Fishman's reverse pedaling the nuts. Clearly he's going to raise. The only question is how much, and can he get Phil to call?
I'm not gonna let you do this to me again, Phil. I can't let you do this to me again.
Leonardo DiCaprio could not be selling this any better.
How much you got behind? Was there an answer to that?
Like 85 or something.
I'm all in.
Fishman shoves.
He even fake hesitated. Watch that Oscar, Leo.
I'm done, Phil.
This is so sick. I mean, is it possible that I just get cooled every hand I play here? You got king, queen of clubs? I mean, I guess so.
Phil's put him on his exact hand.
God, all that talking leads me to believe. Wow.
Now, that might be real. I'd certainly be shaking either way.
All right, I call.
Hellmuth calls and sees king, queen of clubs.
Bingo! See, if a club comes, I don't lose 1 nickel in this hand.
What a pot for Fishman.
I mean,
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Can I even play in this game? I mean, what the they find? I mean, what the? I mean, how can I even play in this game? It's like I just get cheated. I mean, hand after hand after hand.
Don't blame the dealer. We all know it's the seat that's unlucky.
Give the amateur an offsuit 10. I don't lose 1 nickel if he hits a club. It's unreal. And you know what? I would have called him quicker, except he talked so much that I thought he was super strong. But I know he can't move in with ace 10.
That was a great read, by the way. You had him.
Yeah, you're a real classy guy, buddy. You are.
Who? Him?
You.
Why? What did I do?
Why would you say that? I mean, why would you? I mean, what are you trying to do? The guy hits a miracle 10 on me, and what, you want to just step
He's
on
a
me?
school teacher, and you and him have endless trunks of money. Endless trunks of money. He's a school teacher. For God's sakes, man.
Screaming will do you a lot of good.
Oh my God.
Straddle.
So general straddle.
Yeah.
I'll over straddle. I'll over.
Double straddle from Tony.
You're taking away my straddle energy.
I'm not. I'm putting more money in there for
Okay,
the
let's see.
good
That
players.
that's like wasted
You
money
can raise
now.
him. You can raise him comfortably, knowing that he hasn't looked at his cards.
Action folds to Rankowski, who's out. Phil Hellmuth, ace jack.
Real money.
All right, I opened for the pot.
Pots it.
And you looked, right?
Well, I think I looked.
66.
Allegedly, I looked.
Tony.
I'm all in.
Pot limit, brah.
Without looking?
Without looking.
Pretty sure he looked.
Well, you can't be all in.
66.
Tony repots it with ace king.
All right. You slow down. You slow down a bit. You got to save the rest?
Not if he believes you haven't looked. Hellmuth now facing a raise and an angle shot.
It's hard to believe that you always have a hand against me.
Look, you could see the flop and get rid of it as well.
Did you look at your cards at all? I mean, it's...
Look, the people at home know I haven't looked. Joe's looked at my
if
hand.
you haven't looked, it's kind of an easy decision for me here.
We can run it 10 times as well.
Well, if you haven't looked, I guess I'll just move in.
All right.
Phil ships and Tony calls.
All right, you're close. You're up there.
Oh, you lied.
Of course I lied. It's poker, Phil. What do you think this is?
That's messed up.
So messed up.
Wow.
What do you think, I'm blind? How many times do you want to run
Well,
it?
I asked you if you had looked or not.
Do you want to run it how many times?
I'll let you choose, Tony.
Three
I
times.
I always lose, so you kind of deserve to lose the first
I
one.
do deserve. I hope you win one.
Why would you lie? I mean, no, let's consider totally not uncool, man. I mean, it's not right.
I feel it's just a game.
That's etiquette, though. I mean, you don't
Phil,
say
what
you were
happens
blind
on
when
this
you were
table
blind.
in play is just a game. We tell whatever we want.
So
When do you
all
tell
the
the
rules
truth?
of poker are just thrown out the window?
What do you think? I'm a kid? Phil, this is a
You
poker
know
TV
it's
show.
bad etiquette.
This is a poker TV show.
Well, don't argue with me then.
You
Don't
come
try
in
to
as
make
the best
excuses
player in
and
the world,
lie.
taking me on. You
No,
come in my
don't
house.
lie.
And I'm destroying you.
You
in
know
every
it's bad
part
etiquette.
of the game.
You don't say you haven't looked at your cards when you haven't looked at your cards. You don't do that.
Okay, well
It's
then
like
I'm
a
wrong.
rule of poker. It's like it's,
Well,
it's
why'd you call?
horrible etiquette. Because I thought you hadn't looked at your cards.
Come on, Phil. We're doing it 3
Okay,
times.
how many times? 3 times?
3 times.
What a villain. I drink your milkshake. So they're going to run it 3 times with the winner of each run taking a third of the pot. Flop, king 9 tray. Tony pairs his king, Phil drawing nearly dead.
How happy are you now that it's not running once? If you ran it 11 times, you know you'd win like 4.
Phil taking the high road. Turns a jack.
That's bad for me.
Terrible card for Phil. One less jack he can hit on the next run.
Give him the jack.
River, ace of diamonds.
That's kind of fair. Let's even out the deck a bit. You know, Phil, for me, I just want to undersell my hand. I don't know if the way I do it any way I can because it's a heads-up pot. That's me. I'm sorry that that's
You just
me.
admitted it was
I'm
bad
sorry
etiquette.
if I
You want to
bullied you in the
retract?
pot. I'm sorry if I bullied you. I'm sorry.
Here comes flop number 2. 7, 5, 10. No help to Phil.
That's not
You
good.
really, I don't think you're the kind of guy that wants to show your true colors all the time.
Well, it's just your true colors can't escape you. You are who you are, Phil.
Yeah.
Turn number 2, ace of clubs. Phil's not even holding a club, so no flush draw can save him. He's looking for one of the 2 remaining jacks. River, another 5, and Tony G takes the second run.
Don't rush. Don't rush. We might keep you in.
This is just agonizing to watch.
I want you to have a win. I want you to come back. Come back and show your fans that you're a great player.
Flop number 3. Queen, queen, king, and Phil picks up some outs.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Like the 10's out as well.
Even if Phil hits the 10, Tony can still make a full house.
Now you'll get there.
How can I get there?
You will. You will.
Turn 7, no help to Phil.
Okay, the last 10. 3 10s. You can take insurance too.
Our final river, Phil's gonna need a 10. It's a jack.
Whoa! You got there.
That's not cool.
No, he didn't.
No. Sorry. I was just joking, Phil. Did you believe me again? Was
No,
that bad
I didn't
etiquette
believe you.
too?
So Tony, so look, you're loaning me 50,000, right?
Yeah.
Okay, look, I don't accept it.
Okay. No problem.
But good game, man.
All right. I'm sorry, Phil. I really am. I'm sorry. I think you should retire. I think it's over. I think you're not there anymore, Phil. Get a tandem bike and get the hell out of here.
This is awful. What Tony's doing is horrific.
I think it's bike time. You know it.
Good game, everybody.
Take a man, and you boys start driving the bike like this. You guys are outclassed. You don't belong in this level, Phil.
Can you believe he lied about his hand?
Yeah,
Have you ever seen that in a high limit game in your life? Tell the truth.
It's extremely strong because it's something you would never do.
Have you ever seen someone lie about their hand when they say they're in the blind? Ever in your life? Tell the truth.
No, I never.
It's horrible etiquette.